Real Estate Ready, where we're talking all things insurance. So today I wanted to talk to Melissa about tree limbs. I have had people write an offer on a house, and there are limbs, sometimes just a few limbs, sometimes there's excess limbs hanging over the roof. And my understanding is having those limbs over your roof could jeopardize getting insurance.
That is 100% the case. So tree limbs that go over the roof line is a problem for insurance carriers. They just add a lot more risk than necessary. You have rubbings on the roof, which will lose granules on the shingles. So what insurance companies like to see is nothing but clear blue sky. If you were to stand on the roof and look up, nothing but sky. That's what they'd like. So it is true. If you have tree limbs growing over the roof line, it's considered ineligible. So they may say, unfortunately, you have to trim them back, and sometimes they'll penalize you, and they'll say, if you bound this policy, insurance agent, we're going to make you have a 3% deductible for the lifetime of the policy because you did not disclose that originally. So when you have, when you go and get an insurance policy, keep in mind those tree limbs are very important to address.
Wow. So I have one other question, and I don't know how this is handled, but what if a home is in an older neighborhood and they're historic homes and they have tree conservation districts?
I hate to say it, but generally speaking, insurance companies are like, you are asking an insurance company to cover your home. You are applying for that coverage, which means I want your insurance. And insurance company says, okay, here are our guidelines. So if you want our coverage, these are, and it's a standard guideline. It's not like, between carriers it changes. It's pretty much a standard. But if you want coverage, these are the rules.
So if you think that you could get insurance and they won't know,
no, we will find out.
Insurance companies are now using drones, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're using drones.
Even before, when you first call in, sometimes some softwares are so fine-tuned, they'll be like, stop, there's too much foliage, it's ineligible. They won't even let you quote it. So you're absolutely right.
Kathleen, have you ever had an instance where you're working on a loan and all of a sudden you can't get insurance because of a tree limb?
I haven't on the tree limb. I have had on the trampoline. But
on the trampoline?
Yes. We recently had where someone who lived there prior to the buyer buying, when the drone, as we were just talking about, went over the property for the insurance company, it could tell that there had been a trampoline there, and they said they didn't want to insure the property because they were afraid someone might have been hurt previous to the new buyer buying it. Totally
That's
ridiculous.
Nuts. That's nuts.
And I'm sure that Melissa could have fixed it.
Yeah, there's no problem.
We obviously referred them to you, and she's going to do their insurance, and life will be good.
Well, if you have any questions on insurance, please send in your DM, and we will get those questions answered for you. And once again, thank you for tuning into Real Estate Ready. We'll see you next time.